I'm Caleb.
I'm Haley.
And I'm having
Coffee with my ex.
Welcome back, booty. No, wait. What are they? I don't know what they are. Coffinators.
Ew, no, we're not doing that now.
So we've been on a hiatus for how many?
It's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Mm-hmm. I thought we only took 1 week off.
We did, but we have to pre-record. You know, we record on Thursdays.
Yeah.
So
Cameron was like, I wish you guys took a longer break.
Why does Cameron hate the podcast so much?
I think it's just a nuisance to him.
You know who it's a nuisance to? It's a nuisance to me. But it is something I'm willing to bear for the greater good. Yes. Okay? Let's not... His attitude towards the podcast is so negative.
It is so negative.
It's so negative. He's like, oh, yeah, the kids and their little podcast. And, this is, the only thing I feel like brings us, pure joy.
Joy.
Yeah.
And coffee.
I guess
But
he's right. We should have taken a longer break because we don't sound refreshed.
This is literally my first sip of coffee. You've already had half.
I've been
of
up
yours.
since 7:30.
You said this morning on your way you spilled your coffee all over yourself?
Yes, I've had a whole life today and it was not a good one.
I'm so sorry. What time did you get up?
I just told you 7:30.
7:30.
Yeah, because girls, we have to you don't have to, but it's a lot to do to my face.
I have a full beat. I have on foundation, a concealer, bronzer. I contoured, I highlighted, I primed, I prepped, I spritzed. Oh, my teeth! I don't have my teeth in.
No,
I have to.
Oh my god!
I just switched trays last night, and so these are.
But yeah, but I would get my braces tightened. You said my pain wasn't real.
I mean, it's not that bad. I'm okay.
Do you have wires in your mouth that you can't take out?
No, because it's 2020, and my doctor knows that braces are so.
I wasn't even eligible. I couldn't even have Invisalign. Try again.
We have recently launched memberships on Coffee with My Ex, and that gives you an opportunity to just support the podcast, support us. We have a little tip jar. You can press the join button on our YouTube channel and become a member. And there are different level options. So if you're feeling like you just want to throw a little tip at us or become our barista or own the whole coffee shop that we are sitting in right now, that's up to you. Did I hit it all?
Yeah.
And also, if you are a barista or higher, you get your name across the screen.
Which should be happening right now.
Yes. And so thank you to all of the beautiful coffinators that have become a member and supported us. It really does mean the world. And we know that your hard-earned money, so we do appreciate it and do not take it lightly.
We do.
Thank you.
I just want to say that today, I'm just looking in the monitor and your shirt...
What?
Not in real life, but on the monitor, it looks like the Chick-fil-A logo. That is all. I just wanted to state that for the record.
Last week, Cameron looked at my mom's Instagram and he said, "Hey, have you seen your mom's homophobic post?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" And I go to her Instagram and it's a picture of her holding a bag of Chick-fil-A.
Oh my God. Oh, I kind of want to touch on something kind of fun because you posted the stylist video, me styling you.
I did.
And we haven't talked about it yet because
it's annoying me.
Why is it annoying you?
It's annoying me because now I've gotten a lot more comments on my Instagram whenever I'm posting in an outfit. And they're like, "Oh, wow, your style's so much better. Good job, Haley."
Explain to them what you did for the video because I think it's so funny because I always talk shit about your style on the podcast. So.
I let you go through my closet and I let you throw away things that you deemed trash. And I also let you order new clothes for me. Mm-hmm. And then when the new clothes got in, you styled me in 7 different looks.
Yeah.
And
for free, by the way.
I'll give you the $10 I made on that video. And you also gave me tips. And I think the tips that I've held on to the most are cuffing your jeans.
Amen.
Throwing a denim jacket over almost anything.
Makes it look so structured, right?
Yes. The shapes I now pay attention to more than ever. Big on one, small on the other.
Yeah.
And... I think shoes I'm also starting to be comfortable with. I got a few funky shoes.
Yeah.
Which are the statement. So if I'm wearing funky shoes, I shouldn't have a loud shirt as well. And then belts.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone is like very excited for you and your style evolution.
It's not, I feel like I'm not doing anything that new, but for some reason everyone's
just
noticing.
Trying a little bit goes a long way because once again, you are not trying at all. You couldn't have been.
You know what I have been doing that I feel like really has elevated it is the French tuck.
Yeah.
I started doing that last week.
He needs...
Juice has to pee. Oh, I'll be quiet. I hate this. Oh my gosh.
No, he is impatient. We really just be in this apartment. Oh my.
Do you hear that?
Oh my God. That is a really good, like, triple paned glass.
I love French tucks.
Oh, okay. I said, okay, tan friends.
It elevates everything. And I never knew how to do it. And then I Googled it. And they said you just tuck in the middle part of your shirt. I was trying to tuck in like one side or do it up by my hip.
Yeah, French tucks don't look good on me. I have too much hip for all that. Like, it just makes my hips look humongous.
Really?
Once again, have my hips are ready for birth at any point in time.
She is prepped and primed.
My body is prepped and primed for a 9-pound baby.
Jeez, wow, that's a factory in there. God.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine. I'm shaped like SpongeBob, and so a French tuck does wonders for me.
I love that.
So you're a baby making factory. I like French tucks.
We're having a hard time focusing.
I'm not as stressed about it. It just kind of is what it is for this podcast. I mean, let me tell you what. The last one that we posted, and if you're just listening on Spotify,
we should talk about Drew the Drink.
You should watch it. It ruined our lives.
It did.
At least let us get paid for it.
Yeah. It was a lot, and we needed to let you guys sit on that for a couple of weeks.
And we needed to let our friends and family sit on that for a couple of weeks.
I'm not even going to talk about it.
I'm not either. I've just had too many conversations, and I literally would like to burn the podcast. I want to delete it.
Yeah.
I told Haley, I said, our lives have gotten exponentially worse since we started this.
Just like the past 2 episodes, like we were talking about we got too comfy. We started getting really comfortable.
We forgot that like people listen, and even if it's not like hundreds of thousands,
it matters.
It's thousands.
It's thousands,
and that's
something.
That's something.
Oh my wow!
And I'm really hoping that my family just stops listening at some point.
Yeah,
I really do. No, I won't talk about it. Okay. I literally at this point, I don't have a family. I do not have friends. I am a cartoon character, and that's how I need to act. I know no one and no one. Nothing matters to me. Okay, so we both were just in Indiana.
Yes.
We took a week. I don't even really know why we were there. I think it was just Cameron had plans to have his family come out, and then pandemic happened. So we just rescheduled it.
I also had plans for Sarah was supposed to be here.
Oh, that's why you went.
Well, I went because you guys were going.
Yeah, you just were like a little, like you tacked it on because we were going to be gone.
Well, oh yeah, Karen pretty much booked it for me, and he was like, you need to get out of here because I literally hadn't left the city since the pandemic happened. And so like I was going actually crazy.
Yeah.
Like I honestly haven't left my house.
I've been in Palm Springs.
Yeah,
I've been in Indiana,
I've been everywhere.
Florida,
and I'm just like literally feel like I'm in a jail cell.
So we went there, and I believe the minute we got there, the next day, you did something with Cameron, right?
I did something with Cameron.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
What'd you do?
Cameron and I got Botox.
Wow. And cue all of the comments. You're so young. You don't need it. Why would you do that? I love your face.
Yeah, that's like not the point.
That's also, I said that because I was annoyed because I was like, you don't have any expression. Not even wrinkles. I was like, you're just really good at like not having lines.
That's not true. I don't know, maybe because you are like overly expressive that you deem me as like not expressive enough, but I feel like I definitely do express.
I mean, you express, but you don't have lines when you do it.
Yes, I do. Okay. You're literally insane.
We'll fight about this later.
Anyway, so we got Botox, and we get in, well, sorry, I need to power down.
Just reset. She just had a new software update. There's a few bugs.
So we get to the place. I come with my friends, and they are already like in the chair. Cameron's already in the chair, like getting poked. Like everything happens so fast. I walked in, and Cameron's literally getting like poked like 8 times. Boop, 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 boop.
We walked in, I swear to you, not 2 minutes before that.
It just all happened so fast. I didn't have a moment to like talk about anything. I mean, I didn't ask any questions.
It was like you were at a fair. It was like, who wants Botox? Do you want Botox? Sit down.
She's dead ass. It was a lot, but like, it was a really good experience, and it was pretty painless. I've been wanting it for a while because like I always like scrunch but I was more worried about my 11s than like my forehead. Well, I really don't even have an 11. I have a 1. Like it's just like 1, and so like I just wanted to nip that in the bud because it was going to eventually become like a issue. It was going to be an issue for me.
I had to explain to my mom, and I did not get Botox that day. But when my mom found out that everyone was getting Botox, she like, I feel like a lot of people don't understand what it is. And
yeah, they definitely don't. They think you're like change your entire face.
Think you're changing your face. You're going to freeze your face. That you're going to like, it's plastic surgery, or you just hate your face. Like that's not what it's about. It's the same way that you like moisturize and wash your face.
Yeah.
It's just taking care of your
Especially like
face.
when you're doing it like when you're younger, it's more of like a preventative measure.
Yeah.
So like I don't have to do so much to my face or want to do so much to my face later in life, I feel.
Yeah, all it does is stop certain muscles from moving, but it doesn't stop you from expressing. Like you don't look, if you get too much, of course you look frozen.
Right.
I mean, that's with anything. So it's just a preventative thing. It's, especially if you start younger, it's really hard to even tell.
Yeah.
It's like when you get older and you haven't done it, then they have to put more in you for the same effect, and that's why you look frozen.
Yeah.
So our generation is like, no, let's start now.
Let's start now. Yeah.
But I was really scared because I am so...
He's literally, guys, he's actually crazy.
I am, but I think that when it comes to your face, it's good to be very particular.
No, you take it to a whole nother level.
I don't...
No, yes, you do.
I don't think I do.
You absolutely do.
I think that when it comes to your face, and especially with injectables, I think that like the whole med spa thing is popping up right now, and a lot of people who aren't qualified are doing it. And so I think you have to be careful, because some people are like,
that's like with anything. But you take it to don't lie. You take it to a whole new level. You're like, I need to have the top plastic surgeon in Beverly Hills to do mine, or nothing.
I just have a trusted. Here's the deal. I got filler 2 years ago, and it was Cameron's sister who found the guy, Charles Galanis. Shout out Charles.
We love him.
And it was in Beverly Hills, so obviously that's a much more expensive area. But he was like double board certified. He went to John Hopkins. Like I just felt comfortable.
That's a lot for filler. That is a lot.
It is a lot.
That shouldn't be the requirements for it to get filler.
It is
double board certified. No.
But I will say this with fillers, Botox is. The worst thing that can really happen is that your eye kind of droops a little bit. But there aren't that many risks. With filler, it's still super, super safe.
Well, okay, let's backtrack, because the reason we're not talking about filler.
You're right.
We're not talking about filler because it was Botox.
It was Botox.
And there aren't as many risks with Botox.
Right.
And you still were acting crazy.
Right. Well, because, again, with Botox, as someone who's
I can't sit here and listen to this.
As someone who is very, very expressive, I want to make sure that I retain... I don't do too much too fast, or someone knows my anatomy of the face. Because I wanted that to be something that I didn't regret or felt like frozen.
I mean, eventually it would go away anyway.
I know.
Nothing is permanent.
I was comfortable.
It's just I've had to deal with this. He literally all he wants to do is get filler and Botox, and then he will literally have anxiety about it for weeks, and then when he gets it, he'll say that he's dying for weeks, and this is something that Cameron and I have to deal with, and we're just if you have that much anxiety, if I had that much anxiety about something, there's no damn way I would be doing it.
Well, here's the deal. I don't want to not do something because I'm scared. I want to be informed, but I have to check my fears. And so I know that my fears are disproportionate to the risk.
Yes.
So that's why I still did it, but I was still scared. I mean, I'm scared getting my blood pressure taken.
I could not be you. That is all.
I can't be me. It's hard.
I could not be you, but it's just funny whenever it's not funny. It's annoying. When he's like, I think I'm going blind.
I am so hyper aware of every single thing to the point where I overanalyze it. So fast forward. A week later, I got Botox.
Yes.
But not from Charles. He just hired a new girl. Her name's Olivia, and she...
Did you do a background check on her? Are you okay?
She is from Mississippi. She moved to Texas, and she recently got hired in Beverly Hills. She is an NPC, and she is board certified. So
there's all kinds of ants over here.
Okay, well, the most important thing for me is making sure whoever it is board certified, because I want them to know the facial anatomy. And there are so many different veins and arteries and things. So when I went in to this appointment, it lasted an hour.
No, you're insane.
Because mind
you, Cameron, Lacey, and I all got Botox. Lacey got her lips done, and we were all done within 10 minutes.
Yeah, but there was no questions. There was no risks explained. It was literally a fair ride.
Yeah, it's faster than a fair ride.
But no, I went in and I just asked her a bunch of questions. She explained everything to me. She was showing me exactly where each muscle was and which veins were running through there. So I just felt
I would hate to know that.
I was like, so this is my infraorbital artery, right?
Ew.
And she's like, yes. Oh my God.
Ew.
I felt it was like when I talk to people about Apple products. I felt so proud of myself for knowing this stuff. So, what's my point?
Exactly. What is your point?
I have no point. Anyway,
the point is that it is too much.
So the Botox, she was super, super conservative with me because she said, you have such a strong brow bone, and I think that you might droop because that's what it does. It brings it down. So she did not much at all, and she's like, come back in 2 weeks, and then if it does droop at all, I'm going to put it right under your eyebrow to lift it up a little bit. That's what I want done.
I think that'd be fun.
I think you already have such
No, I feel like there could be more.
Okay.
I would like for it to be a little bit more out.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I just have more downturned eyes, and so I wish that it was lifted up a little bit.
Are your eyes downturned?
A little bit.
Huh.
They're just
okay.
They're not as lifted as.
I'm gonna pay attention to that.
It's hard to tell because I have these big ass lashes on.
Anyway, she did the Botox, and I swear to you, that was the most painless, easy thing.
Oh, it's so easy.
No big deal at all. There was no numbing for Botox.
No.
You just go poke, 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 poke. But anyway, so we did that, and then what I was most scared about was the filler. And I tell you what, with the videos of me getting it done.
Wait, you didn't even tell them where you got it done.
Oh. So I got my glabella, which is right in between my eyebrows.
That's not filler. That's for Botox.
Right. And then all over my forehead.
Mm-hmm. Botox.
Yeah, Botox.
Okay, now where'd you get the filler?
I got the. Well, where do you think? Comment below. Pause the video right now. I got filler on my lips because the last time I got filler, it was in my cheeks because I was self-conscious about my underbite and my face sinking in.
Don't mean to laugh.
Thank you for laughing at me.
It's just so funny. The word underbite is funny to me.
So I used to get mid-face filler, but since I got Invisalign,
and you got that twice.
Dr. Gabe Rosenthal. Yes, I've got that twice. Freaked out both times.
Yes.
I got Invisalign, so I feel much better about that. But I've always been insecure about my lips. My mom has always told me that I have thin lips like my father.
Oh, Beth.
And so yesterday when I was messaging her and I said, hey, I sent her pictures of my lips, and she's like, you are so beautiful. You do not need that at all.
Oh my God.
And I said, all that was playing in my head was, you have thin lips like your father. As she plunged the needle into my face.
You guys are so drama. You guys egg each other on. It's disgusting.
We do. The lips were definitely worse. I was so numb, and so I looked so terrified, and I was afraid to talk because I didn't want to swallow the lidocaine.
He looked insane.
And she was like, you can talk, it's okay if you swallow it. And I was like, and as womanizers playing in the background. And I just looked crazy, but I swear to you, there was at least 20 pokes in my lips.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Because they have to, you can't put too much in one spot or else it gets, lumpy.
She was so precise, and she was like, you have the perfect lip shape. I don't want to change that. She's like, people come in asking for exactly what you have.
God, you're so annoying.
She said, I just want to enhance the outsides because I have a lot in the middle, but not on the outside. So she did one syringe, and it wasn't a bad experience. It didn't hurt too much. I would absolutely do it again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go back in 2 weeks and she'll like correct anything she needs to. But
cute.
Long experience, but I don't know, my Botox hasn't kicked in yet because it takes 5 days. Well, let's not even talk about that. Haley claims Botox for her takes 12 minutes.
No, it took a day. It took a day, and they're like telling me that like, no, it didn't, but I think I just got a lot. I think that she just gave me a lot.
So for reference, Haley got 26 units.
28.
28 units. Cameron got 36, and I got 22.
Yeah.
So, which is normal. I think what you and Cameron got was very normal.
Yeah, she's just...
You do have a tiny forehead, though.
I have a very small face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
and
anyway.
I mean, I am fucking like, there's nothing going on up here.
There's not.
There's nothing going on.
Squint at me. Squint at the camera.
Nothing there.
I got mine 3 days ago, and I still don't feel... Do I still have...
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll keep you updated. I was really... I felt really stupid about my lips right after I got them done because they were so swollen.
Oh, yeah.
Or they weren't too swollen, but I just felt like a duck.
Yeah.
And I do
like the fish from SpongeBob. I love that.
And I was like, this is going to last 10 months. But this is day 3, and I already feel like they look really normal.
They look really good. They look normal. I don't think, like, I'm not looking at you like, oh, he got his lips done.
Yeah.
I, like, can barely tell, like, myself, but you can tell, and that's what's most important. I think that's what's the most important thing about any injectable, any plastic surgery. Like, obviously, like, if you get your boobs done or something, or you get something, like, drastic and people notice, like, whatever, cool. But I don't think that, at least, like, my, like, viewpoint on it is that not everyone's gonna notice that you got something done. I don't think that's like necessarily like a bad thing. Like as long as you can notice, like whenever I got my under eyes done, like no one could really tell or no one like thought it was like a problem. And I felt so much better after getting it done about myself. Like I did it because like it was for me, not because like someone was like, oh, your under eyes, like they look bad.
Yeah. No one has ever told me I need Botox. No one's ever told me I need filler, anything done. If anything, they've told me the opposite.
Yeah.
And I wish that the stigma wasn't there because even like with weight loss, with anything, you should do it for yourself. Yeah. Nobody else.
And it's always, and it's your choice.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not like society pressure. And also, and I was trying to explain to my mom, because she was like, you should just love yourself. And I was like, I do love myself. Yeah. I would be happy if I didn't have this, but it just makes me personally feel a little more comfortable.
Yeah. And I think especially for people who are like on camera all the time, we're always looking at ourselves and like, I'm sure like that has a lot to do with it. Like not everyone has to watch themselves back on camera like this all the time.
That's not normal.
It's not normal. So you just like notice things about yourself probably more than the average person.
We're always seeing our faces on screen.
I hate it.
But I think that we're aware. I don't think that we're like, oh, I want a whole new face.
No, I think we're reasonable.
Yeah.
We're just like reasonable. There's so many people our age who have Botox. Like it's a very normal thing.
I think just smoothing out a little line is not, like we're not abandoning body positivity or like self-love. It's just.
But I think it is understandable for people to be like, oh, you preach self-love and this, but you're doing this and this. Like I understand that. I think that with everything, there's a balance, and I think that it's okay to want to change something about yourself if you have the means to, and you're doing it for yourself.
I mean, I think the whole point is I would never tell someone else they need to do something.
Right.
Or make someone else feel insecure.
Right. That's, like, super problematic. Don't do that.
Yeah. And also it's like I don't need everyone to be like, oh, you look so much better with Botox. Like, I don't need that either.
It's like, and that's another thing, too, is I think it's really important for people, especially I guess in our position, to like talk about these things and like kind of give a disclaimer like this is what I did and I don't just look like this. I have the help of this and this and this and this. Yeah. So I think that's one of the biggest problems. I think getting it is not the problem. Talking about it is like what solves that problem, I think, of like the unrealistic beauty standards.
Yeah, I feel like as people in the fitness space, we have a sort of responsibility.
I think everyone has a responsibility, but especially us, like, because we're always talking about ourselves. Yeah, and I know for me, when I'm on Instagram and I see things, I'm like, oh, am I supposed to look like that? Or is that the standard? Or, how did they get that?
And so I just never want to be the person to make someone else feel that way.
Yeah.
And so I feel like anything that I have that's not natural, like as soon as I got like my like chest liposuction, I talked about it. As soon as I got filler, I've talked about it every time. I never want to do something to my body that is not natural and not tell people.
Yeah.
And I don't
it's
think
such a weird thing.
Most people don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not saying every time I'm going to make an Instagram post when I get Botox.
Yeah.
But like, I'll keep putting it in my stories when I get it done, or just to keep reminding people, because it's just so important, because social media is so powerful and it's warped everyone's perception, even Snapchat filters and things like that.
Yeah.
I know people who literally will not look at their face unless it's on a Snapchat filter, or will not post a photo unless it's with this certain Snapchat filter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's distorting your face. Like, it's liquefying your face.
Yeah, it's not your face.
It's not just smoothing your skin. It's giving you a new
whole
face.
new face, whole new nose, bigger eyes. Like, yeah, it's a lot.
That's what I feel like. If anything, that's what's worse.
Yeah.
Is the filters, the Snapchat filters are too much.
Yeah,
I think if it's skin smoothing is one thing, but when you're distorting facial properties, that's when it's wild to me.
Yeah, I know. I saw someone, who was it? I think it was Stassi Baby, one of like Kylie Jenner's best friends, and she was talking about, she was like, guys, like I have to stop using these like filters, like it's getting bad, like I get so mad or like upset looking at myself without them. And I like that she talked about that, like that someone like her who has gotten plastic surgery done, who does have like the means to do whatever and like looks great and is like pretty objectively beautiful, and she still feels the same way. So I thought that was really cool that she said that, because like that's something that I think that we forget a lot of the time. Like it's just like we just like post a story and we go, and that's like no big deal, but like that's not our face. That's weird. That's so weird.
It's very odd. I know when I was getting when I was seeing Olivia, she said, you know, the minute you fix one thing about your face, your eyes are going to go to something else. So she like even was like, just be aware of that. Like if you get your lips done, just you'll probably notice something else. And that's just like a cycle that you have to be aware of. So, and again, I think that's why so many people in the spotlight keep going, is because and the more followers you have, especially if you're a woman, you're going to be analyzed up and down.
Amen.
All the time. I can't imagine. Just even with our YouTube videos, we've talked about this before, but everyone, it's like every video has comments about you and Allison's bodies. Rarely do I get a comment about the way I look. Or my body. It's just, it's a whole different world. That's a different podcast. But
it's my least favorite thing about the internet.
Anyway, I guess I want to know if any of our listeners have had anything done, or if they have like a really strong opinion. Either way, I think that, again, access and money, like my mom was saying, well, I mean, I would love to have my 11 taken care of, but I can't afford, you know, $500 twice a year or something. And I think that's also a thing, because with success and with money comes beauty.
Amen. Like you see like so many like people, like they glow up and it's because they had money. Money changes everything. Let's look at Kylie Jenner.
Or just access, like people doing things for free for you. Like it's a different world. Enough about that.
Catch up. How was your time in Indiana? We didn't really talk about that.
You know, I went to Indiana right after the podcast that we did about family drama.
I did too.
So,
but we're not going to talk about that.
But that was my chance to kind of practice the boundaries that I had set. And so I kind of scheduled everyone separately. Because I thought that would be the way to mitigate conflict. And it ended up everyone still hung out together, because they were like, oh, I'm hanging out with Kayla, why don't you come along? So I was like, okay, well, my plan's not working. But actually, I had a great time.
That's great.
I think that, I mean, especially with my mom, like, I feel like we're much healthier, and I had a much better time. And I think it's just because I was being more vocal and just, like, direct about the things that were bothering me. And so we were able to have a really good time and just hang out. So
cute.
Yeah, we played mini golf, which is like my favorite Indiana activity.
Oh my gosh.
I love putt-putt.
People in Indiana love putt-putt.
I'm not good at it.
Oh, I'm so bad. And like by like the ninth hole, I'm like over it.
Mm-hmm. What'd you do?
What did I do? I just hung out.
Yeah, you went to our hometown and just like locked yourself.
Yeah,
in your friend's house.
I drove back and forth from Indy like 4 times.
That's the worst thing about Indiana is that everyone that we know lives in different cities.
Yeah. So, but I got to see like everyone I wanted to see, and it was great. And my best friend, once again, she's pregnant, so I loved like hanging out with her and like cooking for her and stuff, because I don't know, that's just like what I do.
Yeah, you are the chef. You are the bed and breakfast.
Yes.
I remember even in college, you would make me omelets in the morning after a long night of drinking.
Yeah. I'm just like everyone come over, like let's eat. So I just spend my time cooking, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
It's like your therapy too.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's like my way of like showing that I care.
Yeah.
It's like the only way I have.
It's your love language.
It really is.
When pastries show up at your doorstep, she likes you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I was devastated. So obviously, I'm an anxious person.
You?
Me? And I'm a codependent person.
You?
Me? And I don't like. I hate traveling alone.
Yeah.
It's a fear of mine, and I used to have A-list for Southwest, and so for our flights, it used to automatically
no one
check
has
me in.
A-list anymore. There's no way.
There's no way. So I don't get automatically checked in.
Yeah, I saw this on your story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so the morning of our flight, which was at 7 a.m., we're flying back to California with Cameron's mom and sister because they're going to visit. Mm-hmm. Cameron said, "Did you check in for your flight?" And I said, "Oh, shoot, no." And so I go to my app and I check in, and it's like 2 hours before our flight, and it says, "You're on standby."
How?
I don't know, because I was like, I have a seat. How am I on standby? And I get to the desk there, and I'm just assuming it's a mistake. And I'm like, I'm Caleb. I'm the fitness marshal. I'm verified on Instagram. You're gonna put me in this thing.
No.
No, I get there, and she goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. We have oversold this flight by 15 seats."
Why?
She said that they have a smaller plane than expected. And I was like, bitch, did it shrink? How does the plane just...
What? That's fucked.
So I said...
Did you complain?
Oh.
Southwest? What the hell?
I know, I just started crying. I was number 2 on the standby list. And there were like 10 people after me. And so I was like, I'm the second one. They're going to offer vouchers, like someone's going to be a good Samaritan. And so we are getting to the flight. I'm still not getting on. Cameron's boarding, Juice is boarded, Cameron's mom and sister board.
Did you let them know that you're all together so you can like sit?
Yes, I said, can I sit in the middle of Cameron's mom and sister, because there's no open middle seats, or there is open middle seats, and they said no, because we have a maximum capacity of 94%, so no one else can be on the plane. And I said, oh my god,
that is crazy.
So I was waiting, and then they did a call, and they were like, a $250 voucher if you don't take this flight. And I was like, all right, somebody. No. Nothing. Then they said, okay, $600 to not take this flight. And I said, all right, I'm going home. And nobody took it.
Damn. I would have done for $600.
And the guy in front of me, there was one guy in front of me, and we were both just like devastated. But the only redeeming thing that came out of this was that they refunded my flight, which was like $100. And then they gave me $650 in vouchers.
Damn.
So I got $750 credit for Southwest.
Damn.
But the caveat was that I didn't get in until 5 hours later, and we had brunch reservations. And I would have paid $750 to go to brunch.
This is a first world problem. Like, I missed my flight and I missed my brunch.
I literally was trying to think of how to go to the counter and be like, ma'am, I am missing brunch. Like, I didn't have like, oh, I'm on my way to a funeral. Like, oh, this is dead. I was like, I am supposed to have mimosas in Santa Monica right now.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, it was a reality check for me.
Yeah.
I was like, you're literally about to be in tears because you're missing mimosas. And I was like, okay. So I just sat and I edited my vlog for 4 hours, and then I got on my flight. And actually, it was nice for me to be alone and have to do that by myself, because it reminds me that I can function without Cameron all of the time.
That's so funny. I feel like I most of the time fly alone.
No, I hate it. But
No, it's like not fun.
No.
But like I will survive.
But it was actually nice because I didn't have juice crawling all over me. I'm always in the middle seat. You always get the aisle. Cameron always gets the window.
And
I'm the one
all the time
who is working the whole time. And I am a little Tyrannosaurus Rex just trying to edit my stuff while Haley's literally like, Cameron's like, and Juice is like,
I can't. It's really hard for me to work on flights. I cannot focus.
Yeah, me too. Imagine being crunched up like the Hunchback.
Like I literally, like I cannot do it. I can barely do anything. Like I just sleep.
I get more done on flights than at home.
I really it's a lot.
But and then on the flight, the worst part was that I accepted death because we went through just I swear to you, the worst turbulence I've experienced in years. And I was messaging Cameron I was like trying so hard to get connected to the in-flight Wi-Fi because I needed to tell Cameron that I loved him before I passed.
The dramatics of you.
And wait, no, I'm gonna pull it up. I have it.
Oh my God.
It said, I'm gonna send you these texts.
I can't be here anymore.
It says, I said about to take off, and then I said 2 minutes later, hi, I love you. So bumpy. I'm scared. Babe, hi. Very bumpy. Love you.
What?
I just thought, I just...
Very bumpy.
I wanted him to steer the plane. I wanted him to figure out how to steer the plane.
Oh my God.
And mind you, I'm not even paying attention to the fact that we're going through a cloud of pure smoke from the California fires.
Yeah.
Like it's that you can see smoke in the plane. Outside it's just a brown cloud.
Yeah.
And I'm more worried about crashing than inhaling all those toxic fumes. Anyways, I miss brunch.
I cannot stand you. I cannot stand you. You are something else.
My palms are sweaty just reliving that. What a traumatic story.
Oh my God. Oh, Allison's coming in this weekend.
Yeah, well, she's getting here today.
Oh my God.
I feel like every time I say Allison's coming today, it just triggers you.
Yeah, I'm just like, because I just know, like, it goes into this whirlwind of work. It's just nonstop.
Your body is not your own until she leaves.
Exactly. I can only imagine how she feels just being plopped in a different time zone and just like, all right, get to work.
Oh, wait, gotta sign into my other job.
Yeah. But we're shooting something really, really exciting tomorrow, but I don't feel prepared at all because, like, I feel like I'm still, like, trying to, like, transition back into, like, reality because I feel like I was, like, off of work for so long, which is really only a week and a half.
Yeah.
But, like, getting that, but even, like, going home is still a lot.
Yeah.
So, like, I never felt, like, off.
There was never a vacation.
No, that wasn't, like, a vacation.
No. Going home is never... I feel like it's never truly a vacation because you have to see people, you have to see family.
You have to plan things, and it's like this. It's always like a whole thing, and you have to book yourself up. You know what I mean? Like make your time there like worth it to see everyone that you want to see. But so like I feel like I came back just as exhausted.
Yeah.
And so I'm just trying to transition back into work while simultaneously being more exhausted than I was before I left.
It's not good. I feel like the only true vacation is staying at home and not seeing anyone. And not doing anything.
I need to be like, I can't do that because staying home to me is also work because I'll find things to do, like projects to do.
Yeah.
That's just, I need to be away. I need to be locked in like a cabin. I need to be like locked in like I don't know, Cabo. Anyways, okay, so we're doing something really exciting, and you guys, I know we've been talking about it for a while.
This is the thing that we've been hyping up that we keep not delivering.
We had to wait; things have had to been pushed.
Yeah, we were waiting on things to get done, get settled.
It's one of those things that we knew was going to take longer than expected.
We've already done photos for it.
Yeah, we've done,
and now we're doing a video announcement.
Yes, so it's coming, and it's super.
It's the biggest thing we've ever done.
It's just going to be so good. And the thing that we're doing tomorrow, I really hope it turns out well because it's...
I do too. I have a lot of planning to figure out today. I was trying to organize the shot list, and my brain does not know how to.
No, I could barely read it. I could barely read it. It did not seem like English to me, buddy.
I do not know what to do.
Anyway, that's what we're doing this weekend. And then we're also like shooting and doing like a bunch of stuff after. But so, yeah. Really excited about that.
What are we doing after?
We're shooting on Saturday.
What?
Or we're doing a live stream and shooting. Kayla?
We don't have any dances to shoot, do we?
I love how this on the podcast is where we're doing this.
I don't have anything. My balls just started tingling. I don't have anything ready. There's nothing ready.
Yes. 10 a.m., 30-minute strength session. 2 p.m., plan for the thing. 6 p.m., TFM shoot. Shoot 3 songs. Me Gusta, Dessert, and Business.
I don't have any of those. He expects me to pull it out of my ass.
That's all.
Okay.
Okay, Caleb, what is your recommendation for the week?
To choreograph a dance.
That's your recommendation?
I'm recommending everyone to help me choreograph a dance. You just threw me upside down, man.
Look at the Google Doc.
I'm sweating. Allison gets here today. When is there time? I have
today.
to plan the shoot for tomorrow.
Don't forget that 10 a.m. is also the strength session.
What strength session? There's no strength stuff. Then we're doing a hit.
No. Okay, this is not a business meeting. This is a podcast.
Oh, and then on Monday we're hanging out with Remy and Alicia.
Oh, yeah. We're getting dinner with Remy and Alicia on Monday. And guys, this is what my dreams are made of.
Yeah.
That is it. That's all I wanted to say. I'm super excited.
Me too. I mean, we've both met them before,
Yeah.
and we talk on social media.
Yeah.
But we just never it's rare that I feel like influencers get together.
Yeah.
Everyone has like their own small cliques,
which is great. It's fun, like whatever. But it is nice, like to like get out of your comfort zone, like make a new friend. And I think that a lot of people think that all influencers are like friends with everyone, but that's just like not the case.
Just to piggyback on that, I think that most big influencers who are friends with each other, I think that every big influencer hangs out with this circle of like people who kind of like help run their channel. I think everyone has their own small groups of like people in their like business.
Yeah, just like us.
Right. There's just like really no time to hang out with other people.
It's really hard. Well, especially now, like with the pandemic and everything, like it just depends on like everyone's like comfortability level. Like I'm comfortable like hanging out like at a dinner, like whatever. But everyone hangs out with their people.
Yeah, there's just if you don't work together, it's really hard to hang out together.
It really is. It really is. Anyways, what is your recommendation for the week?
My recommendation for the week. Oh, I don't know if I said this. Younger. It is. It's one of those shows that Allison recommended, and I was like, Allison, you like cheesy, like romantic stories with
Poor
like
Allison.
straight people, and I'm just like, that's not my vibe, but thank you for the recommendation.
No one ever gives her the benefit of the doubt.
No one. And then I started watching a few episodes, and that was 2 weeks ago, and we are on the season finale, or the series finale of 6 seasons.
Ooh.
And it is such a good, fun show, but really great writing. And Hilary Duff is incredible, and Sutton Foster is incredible.
I didn't know that she was on that show.
Well, it was on TV Land, which is why I initially was like, no, I'm not watching that, Allison. But it's on Hulu now, and I really, really recommend it. It's a great, great story.
Cute.
What about you?
I'm kind of looking, because what I want to recommend is like...
Registering to vote?
No, I mean, yes. Yes, absolutely. Make your plan. But what I want to recommend is like super annoying. It's so annoying. Okay, so it's this documentary on Netflix, and it's called Saving Capitalism. And it's really good and interesting, and it just talks about how capitalism like works and doesn't work, and why it doesn't work and why it does work, and like just everything. And it's from I don't know his exact position, but he worked under Clinton during that time. He was like the head of like the Department of Labor within like the White House. Like I don't really know like his official title, but he has this book called Saving Capitalism, and it's really interesting look at like all sides of like why certain parties think certain ways about capitalism and how it only works for them pretty much. So I think it was a good watch. I think it was really informative. It had like a lot of good like graphs and like numbers to really understand. Like that's what I like. You know what I mean? Like you could talk about it all day long, but I need to see like visually like what you're talking about in order for it to all make sense to me. So yeah, I just thought it was a really interesting, informative way to look at why it's not working for us anymore.
And that's on democratic socialism.
Intention for the week. Oh my God, did you stroke out?
My intention for specifically this weekend is to chill out. And
you say this every single
out.
time. We're always like, we're just gonna try to have fun, and we never like have fun.
My intention is to have fun this weekend.
So annoying. My intention is to get back on like a normal, healthy schedule of eating and like working out.
Yeah.
I like didn't work out obviously as much in India. And I did more so than I usually do because it was nice outside. Usually I go when it's like the winter and it's not nice outside. So yeah, just like that's just like for like my mental health. I just feel like honestly whenever like I'm eating well, not saying I don't love to get Shake Shack, okay? We all know that I love to eat. But I obviously do feel my best whenever like I'm eating right and I'm working out. I just like feel mentally better. I feel more productive overall. I don't feel as tired. I get better sleep, just like all those things. And so I got back on Monday, and I've been, besides coming here on Tuesday night and eating those tacos, I've been eating well, drinking tons of water, not drinking alcohol, and working out. So, and I already feel like a little bit better. Just in a few days. It's crazy.
I think Cameron and I are doing Sobertober.
That is your journey. I feel like January is more like the sober month.
No.
But it's October. You're not going to spooky drinks?
I've been drinking so much lately.
Well, you're around like Cameron's family who all they do is drink.
Right. Which is why he's like, I need a Sobertober. So.
All right, well.
Wow. All right, I'm going to go to sleep. Coffee with my...
Again.
Coffee with... Coffee. Coffee. Why can't... I forget how to do it now. Coffee with my... Coffee. Coffee with my ex.
Ew.
So
it's the X. Try bobbing your head. It usually
Coffee with my ex.
No, that's not right.
What is it?
It's the X.
My ex.
No.
My ex.
Try one more time.
Coffee with my ex. No. Oh my gosh, I've lost it.
You've lost it.
It's the Botox.
The podcast is ruined.